2,000 years ago, not far away from here, lived a young, open mind who was full of love. His enemies called him a drinker and an eater. He spoke to the poor and to the ill, and something that was very unusual at the time, he also spoke to the women. He founded a new religion which was based on charity, love and forgiveness. His positive belief became very famous, and there was only one problem. The favorite hobby of his people, Chinese whisper. For the not-native speaker, Chinese whisper is if I tell somebody in his ear and he does the next. And after 2,000 years of Chinese whisper, the once so positive belief changed into the Catholic Church of 2010. Jesus would live today, he would never understand why his church burned thousands of people. And he would ask himself why his priests are not allowed to marry when almost all of his apostles were married. But everybody who played once Chinese whisper will understand that after 2,000 years, there can't be much left of the original message. But I can't understand how the love for my wife should bring me away from God. In fact, I never feel God as near as when I'm united with her. In such moments I feel full of love. And if somebody comes and take this feeling away from me tomorrow, I can imagine to get some crazy ideas too. An also famous psychologist supports the idea that the abstinence is not natural. Both Sigmund Freud and Abraham Maslow discovered that the sexual drive is one of the strongest arches. The need for body contact and intimacy is as important as the need for food, drink or sleep. Babies die if they get no body contact or intimacy. And what happens to adults like priests or prisoners who have to deny their sexual drive? This is from a newspaper. Thousands of children were beaten and raped by the Irish Catholic Church. 35,000 victims were documented in the Ryan report. 6 months later, Judge Yvonne Murphy revealed that police and the church tried to cover up the scandals for many years. I don't know how this sounds to you, but it frightens me. I grew up with the belief that the police protect us from such persons, but the last 40 years the police protected this person. And every day we hear new horror stories, like small children were raped, they were forced to eat their fecals and vomit. And I ask myself, how ill you have to be to think this is for the service of God. People all over the world are in a rage. They put the blame on the priest and they want to change something, but how? The church is so powerful and each one of us is so small. But did you know that for one priest you have 3,000 Catholics? For the last 2,000 years, the church told us how to live and take our money. We didn't dare to talk about their mistake. This should stop now. Let's vote for a church of love, where there's no place for abuse and priests are allowed to have normal relationships. I leave this church and stop paying church tax until the church changes these two things. I leave this church to change something. If you're also for a church of love, please go to my application on Facebook, Let's Change the Church, and vote for the end of the celibacy. So thank you for your listening, thank you for your support in the name of Jack and thousands of children all over the world. Thank you.